Hey y'all, what's going on? Jessica, D Mac the trucker, Bronze Bird, yo. What's good? I'm doing an open panel today. Why not? Really didn't have a topic, so I am gonna bring this up. This is gonna be more of a chill panel, so let me drop the link. You guys can come up and let's just talk about whatever you want. 1 second. Okay, the link is dropped. Hold on, let me. Okay, there we go. So the link is dropped. Anything you guys have on your mind, come up and talk. Give me a topic, guys, because I don't have anything. What's good, J Arts, DJ Nav, Sir Abad Yahoo, Moist Pickard, Watch Game Channel, Peace. How tall am I? I'm 5'2". See who's coming up here. How tall am I? I'm 5'2". Hi, GC. Hello?
Hey, my bad. I had to mute the background.
It's cool. Hey, what's on your mind?
So I want to talk about that show, Snowfall. I want to talk about that show, Snowfall. It comes on FX, right? It's about this drug dealing dude who's like 21 years old. He could have went to school, but he just now this is like in the 70s going into the 80s and shit. So it talks about like right after the Black Panther movement and the Vietnam movement, how crack came about and how it was invented and shit. So it's back in season, and now they got Compton versus Inglewood, and I guess it's supposed to be like the birth of the Crips and Bloods and stuff like that. So it's an interesting show because it also talks about the what's it called, the CIA and how they were pushing it in the community, over the Contras and stuff. So yeah, I didn't know that it came, and I'm not going to do any spoilers. I will say that I didn't know that it was back in season. And I noticed that it was back on today or last night. I noticed it. So I caught a couple episodes last night.
So maybe we can do kind of, how we do movie night. Maybe we can do shows too. What do you think?
I don't know, because movie nights run kind of long as it is. And I can't stay on the panel that long, so I got to run to the store because you know my diet. For those of you who don't know, I'm on keto, so I got to go get some food for tonight before the show. So I'm gonna have to step out early. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that in a little bit. But no, that's just what was on my mind. So I seen the first couple episodes this season, and it was pretty good on that.
Yeah, so maybe I can start watching that because you know me, I don't watch TV. I kind of got a boring life, so maybe that's something I can start watching.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, because I used to watch Power. The last things I watched was Power and what's the other one? Where they were singing Empire. Yeah, those are the last things I watched, and they were pretty good. And I've been looking for something else to watch, so I'm gonna check that out.
And what happened to Empire? Like, did it have a final episode or anything?
I think so, because after the last season ended, they haven't showed anything else.
But it didn't it end like mid-season or something? Like there wasn't like an ending,
Yeah, there wasn't a real ending, but they never came out with something else. So maybe they're gonna come out with something. Who knows?
I mean, I think that between Rona and like Jesse, like the whole thing is just over.
Yeah, I mean, same thing with reality TV. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I know y'all talk about women that watch reality TV, but I was watching it, and that also ended.
Yeah,
That ended because of COVID.
yeah. So TV's gotten kind of funny lately. I mean, it
How
don't
you
get me
doing,
wrong,
y'all?
it's a
Too? How
natural
you doing?
thing. It's a natural thing. But you want to know what I hate watch though?
What's that?
Uh, uh, Law and Order SVU.
What? I love that show. Why do you hate
I
watch
hate
it?
watch it because it's like they always like make the man out to be the bad guy, and it's always some ultra liberal, ultra feminist stuff,
Yeah, I
and
stopped watching that show like after Stapler left and stuff, and like a
oh, that
couple
was a
episodes
while ago.
afterwards after he left. But after that, I just stopped watching myself. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just too estrogen. So I just be
yeah,
like, like I hate watch it. I do. I do. I hate watch it. But like they
Yeah.
just paint every guy out as the villain. Like every week it's a new villain, and it just be like these impossible scenarios that come up. And yeah,
yeah. You do notice that, like they don't think like females could do sexual crimes like that. Like I said before Christopher Mooney that played Elliot Stabile left the
Mhm.
show. There's a variety of bad guys that was men and women and doing crazy stuff. But
well,
now
Right.
it's like they put it more on the male side and stuff than the female side. It's like,
exactly,
It is kind of
exactly.
sexist. It is. I did
yeah.
notice that.
It's sexist as hell. There
Yeah.
was one episode that killed me, and this was back when Stabler was in it, where
Hmm.
they had what's his name, John Stamos on it, and
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah. So this was a rich dude that didn't mind paying the costs. He didn't mind paying the costs, and he went out and got like 60 women pregnant. And
Modern day Genghis Khan. He was pregnant mad different chicks.
but he was taking care of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And the chicks weren't complaining and the kids weren't complaining. He went to like 8 Christmases every year and stuff. Kids weren't complaining or nothing. He knew all their names, and they still just dug into his life. They just like kept fucking with him until they found a reason to arrest him because they just didn't like it. Because they just didn't like this
Yeah,
man.
because
I didn't see that one.
they thought
It's an old one.
that they was the only ones that got pregnant by. Like he was going to choose them to be his main wife.
No,
Like,
the women weren't tripping. It was the cops.
No, the women was tripping. Yeah.
Okay, so out of all the
involved.
women, a few of them were tripping, but you see, the cops be in these bitches' brain. The cops be in their brain saying, that they should trip when it wasn't a problem to begin with.
Not because he was lying to them. That's why. Like he made the chicks think that you was the only one in my life I'm to deal with and stuff. Yeah, that's the only way they got involved.
I gotta rewatch it.
Yeah, you gotta rewatch it. One of the girls, he actually made her send her kid for adoption because she wanted to develop a drug problem. But she actually wanted her kids. She got her life together. She never got her kids back. Yes, that was one scenario. And he was constantly popping the condoms on purpose.
Okay, see, I gotta rewatch it.
They
From what I see, what I seen, that most of the chicks were happy. Maybe like one or two were complaining, because they felt fucked up about it. But he had like dozens of chicks that were happy with the situation. And who are they to interfere?
The scene when they brought all the chicks in, and
yeah, that's what I mean. Why they fucking with him like that? Why they kill all his baby mamas and just bring them in like that?
Exactly. The one that killed them at the end and stuff, she was like studying him and stuff like that. And she took the man into her own hand because he started hitting on her. Like, you thought, you know what I'm saying? He was that dude that think he could get with any female. He hit on her and caught her off guard. And the way he killed them, he killed them with the special knife that that divers use. That, when you stab him and he pressing the button and the pressure inside explodes. Yeah, that's how she killed them with that type of knife.
I gotta rewatch it.
Yeah, you gotta rewatch it. Yeah.
That show.
I seen that show a couple of times, man. That same episode. Because if you got USA Network, they always run a marathon like crazy.
I don't rewatch it. Like I just watch the new episodes when they come out.
I remember one episode that was about it was straight out of an adult movie. I could see like this scene. The dude typical rich dude married to the attractive stepmoms, and she started messing with the stepson. Tried to turn the stepson to stepfather and everything. I think they run up trying to plot. I think they did succeed killing his father and everything, but she tried to set the stepson up, and then I'm like, man,
yeah,
that was one of them ish.
Yeah, I don't know why I still watch it. Probably because nothing else is on right
Yeah.
now. But
Oh, you remember the
Yeah.
episode with Ludacris?
I
On that
do
one?
remember that
That
episode.
was a real
Yes.
good one. He played all of them. Got away with it. Yo, that tells you, yo, there's law books in jails too, man. And people in jails study them books. Like a lawyer, he knew the law like that. I was
Yeah.
like, damn.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Yeah, the 2-part
But
episode of that, oh man, that was a good one.
yeah, but the Human Chapter said I used to watch the one with Ice-T. I actually met Ice-T, and when I met him, I was telling him how much I liked the show. But he was a real cool dude. But yeah, the one with Ice-T that's SU. Isn't that the one that we're talking about?
yeah, SUV.
That's
Nice.
SUV. Yeah.
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 They had like a Dominican chick on before Ice-T.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, she had left the show. Her character, yeah, because
Yeah.
said she slept with a suspect.
Oh, is that what happened? I thought that they just got rid of her and put Ice-T up. Because he was
I don't
like,
know in real life why she left the show in real life, but but her character, yeah, that's why I know her character written off. Slept with a suspect and they investigated, through a profile and everything. Someone snitched on her.
I mean, they kick a lot of people off the show. Like people be coming and going on that show, like the old captain and stuff. Olivia is old as hell.
But I love me some Olivia.
Yeah, that's her name.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying her face is like painted on. Like she's not and I seen her without makeup. She's old as hell.
Yeah, she aged. She been on the show for years.
Yeah, I know. Like that's a forever thing. I'm just saying, like, if you've seen what she looked like in regular, she wouldn't look different apart.
Yeah, I follow her on Twitter. Yeah, I see what she look like about makeup. Yeah, she actually looked like one of the guys that played one of the attorneys on the show. She's married to him in real life.
She what?
One of the guys that played the attorneys. They had different attorneys on that show.
You talking about the blonde dude?
Nah. He has black dudes and stuff. Yeah. Black, like brunish hair. He was like one of the early episodes and stuff. But she's married to him in real life.
Okay, cool.
Herman, I think his last name is Herman. Yeah, but yeah, I remember. Yeah, he guest starred a couple of episodes. When they played certain attorneys and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in real life she's married to him and stuff. Yeah, they hooked up.
Yeah. I just want to read this real quick. Dusty, he said, "Slim thicks aren't a real thing. The women called slim thick are just thick women." I have to disagree. I feel like slim thick is a real thing.
It is.
I see what he's saying. He's saying that what we call slim thick now, is what we used to call thick.
Yeah.
Right.
And because the fat women changed the definition of thick to fat, he's saying that what we call I get what he's saying.
I don't know if you did your show already, Game Changer, but I seen your thumbnail for your next topic. That picture of the 3 different girls and the one that the far right. That has like slimmer waist. She don't have a hanging stomach, but she's thick. Like, yeah,
I didn't do the thumbnail. I have a manager that does the thumbnails for me, but
do you see it yet? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But I probably won't do that stream because I pretty much said everything I had to say on Platinums earlier on that.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, listen, I don't mind like a dude being with a fat chick, but don't try to come at me like you want props for it or it's major game. And that's all I want to say on Platinums. And I think I got that point out, even though like a lot of other shit happened.
No, you did. You got the point across.
Yeah.
I feel the same. Like, hey, if it's your preference, that's your preference. Don't shame me for mine.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my whole thing. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And don't try to pressure me to see your preference. Like, I should get with it or something like that.
And that's what he was trying to do. That's the thing. Like, I'm cool with Platinum and all, but just because they like fat chicks don't mean everybody gotta like them.
Exactly.
And nobody is fat shaming. That's just not my preference. That kind of remind me of like the colorist people. You get what I mean? If dark-skinned women aren't my preference, don't shame me for it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm accused of shaming dudes for it, but I'm not really shaming the dude. I just shame somebody who say that this is game because it's low-hanging fruit. But I mean, furthermore, it's a lot of shaming coming from that side. Like I say, listen, I masturbate and because the type of women I'm attracted to don't come along as often as big women. So, I'm going to have droughts and I'm going to masturbate. Just how it is. And I even do that. Like, well, that's my business. But I'm just saying, like, but y'all shame. That's my point. Y'all shame, and y'all trying to say that I shouldn't. That's what I'm getting.
I know top game dudes that still admit that they masturbate because they like sex. That's the whole point of going out getting game. They like sex.
Yeah,
it's freaks. Yeah, natural freaks like that. Ain't shame them.
And I mean, I'm not mad at them for liking big women. Like that's their preference. But don't just because I say that I feel they're disgusting or gross, don't make me feel bad about it.
No, like I said, I tell people like, yo, man, if my woman start gaining weight and it's trying to turn me off, I will make her lose the weight. I'll tell her, you gotta lose that weight. I'm sorry, because I can't get my heart on for you.
And you're doing it because you care, because that's her health. You want to live a long, healthy life. You want to have babies.
Exactly.
Gotta lose that weight.
I seen 60-year-olds that have better bodies than a lot of these 30-year-olds, and that's even sad.
Right, and think about this: if they're 20 or 30, they're 20 to 30 years old with bodies like that. What they gonna look like at 40 if they don't take care of it?
This is true.
Exactly.
Like, it's ridiculous.
And that's why when Celeste was saying, like, or somebody was saying, like, oh, you just like those super skinny ones. I'm like, I don't really go for like a super skinny boy body chick, but I would prefer that because at least like after a couple babies, she might put on, she might become slim thick or just thick.
Exactly.
Mostly like Brazilians, I definitely see it. I don't know what their workout routine is, but I've seen chicks that start off like slim and then wind up bootylicious.
Yeah, exactly.
They really get hard on the workouts. Like, probably might be a little steroids too, but fuck it. But shit, wind up like that. Hey, I'll give them their props.
Well, sometimes they pop out that kid. Like if you lucky, and you hit the right one, you get one of those skinnies, and then you pop out a kid, and then because the breasts swell up, and it might not go back down.
Mm-hmm.
It might not go back down. So but if you get a big chick and then you start putting kids, it's just gonna get bigger and bigger.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then what kind of health problems would the kid have because of the mother?
And the mother is the one feeding them. It's all kind of Crisco in her breast milk and shit. Like it's don't mess with it. To me.
Exactly. So we have DJ Nat on the panel. Hi, DJ Nat.
What up? What up? What up?
What up? Good to have you. What's going
Good
on?
to be here.
Thanks.
So I was looking to potentially introduce another topic of discussion. I don't know if y'all can see my icon, my profile picture here. I don't know if you can make that bigger for a second.
How do I make it bigger, GC?
Oh, there's a button in the corner.
In the corner?
There should be a button. If you look down and you see his avatar, there should be a button there.
She said, "Hey, reach in the nightstand and grab that pump."
Wait, I don't have. See, I'm on my phone again. I'm not on my laptop.
It's all good.
Well, you bought a laptop,
right? And she never uses it.
Wait, let me get on my laptop. Hold on.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm just.
Well, we gotta wait for you to switch too. But
anyway, because I was gonna do a share screen, but I
wait. Solo layout.
Okay, there we go.
Now.
There it is.
Right,
did it do it?
Yeah, we can see it. Okay. So if y'all notice, right, I'm a regular subscriber of GQ magazine, as you can see here. And what I wanted to bring up, shout it again to Zero. You know what I'm saying? He's probably a prophet in the space. But what I wanted to GQ magazine, for those of you that don't know, is Gentleman's Quarterly, right? Fashion magazine, originally designed specifically for men, right? So what you see there on the very corner to the left, that's Trevor Noah. There's a bunch of magazines outside of that. These two magazines are for January and February edition. What you see is two females on the cover of a magazine that was originally created specifically for men, right? So, all right, this is the first violation. Let me finish. This is why we first, this is why I first bring it up. They first violated here. And this isn't the first time a woman's been on GQ, but just for conversational purposes. And then we move to this, where it says Modern Lovers, right? And you see what's on the cover now, right? Now, I haven't vetted this, but I heard that the president or CEO of GQ isn't a man, right? And I get it, they're going more liberal. I'm just curious, like, what y'all thoughts are, like, because this is in my opinion, too, it could be a reflection or a representation of some people might say it's happening to the manosphere, right? We're moving from a space that was traditionally created specifically for men, and now we're integrating women and women's equality, and they demand and expect equal level, if not more, representation in space. What say you?
From my point
Well-
of view, the difference the way GQ's doing it, the picture that's on your thumbnail, and what the Manosphere is doing.
Melanie, please take me down. Melanie,
Yeah.
please take me down.
Number one,
Okay,
you
hold
got
on.
women like Melanie, Jessica X, that's not speaking feminist undertones. They're actually speaking from a man's point of view, because technically they try to teach women how to attract men and stuff. And they know for many years, especially past from the 80s to 90s, women been speaking their so-called truth for so many damn years about what men should do for females. Men ain't crap, blah, 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 blah. And in reality, it's not the man's fault. It's the women's fault with their choices and everything. Now we having a voice and everything, and they don't like that. The GQ magazine is very, just like you said, it's very liberal. And you see, we in the age now with this gender fluid stuff also too. So, you know, that's another message also too. Just recently, I just seen a picture on Facebook about the Mr. Potato Head. Now they want to take away the Mr. to be a gender fluid toy.
Oh, what the hell?
Exactly.
Are you serious?
Yep.
They
That's
just
lame.
don't stop. Like
They do.
I stopped even monitoring stuff like that after the Boy Scouts of America.
Exactly. They really want us to be one, but technically, there's a reason why certain things should be for men, certain things should be for boys and stuff.
Well,
And
yeah,
this
I
is
agree.
getting
I
crazy.
agree. Men and boys need their own thing.
Exactly. And this
Yeah,
is getting
that's
real
not
crazy.
fair.
I keep telling them online, like, yo, yeah, most of these women voted for this to happen. They voted to have, you know, the LGBTQ community so hard with this, with the T community and everything. And now look what's happening. You got boys having an excuse now to beat the crap out of girls in sports. You see what happened in the MMA matches and stuff. And now it's even getting more and more. Our president, well, not my president, but signed to really integrate them into the to
Hey,
sports.
shout
you know?
out to Danica Marie and Danica Dope Discussions. Appreciate you.
Hey, Danica. She's
Is there
down
any
here?
benefit in terms?
She's in
Come
chat
up,
room.
Danica, come up. How you doing, sweetheart?
Yeah, come up, Danica. Let me just say one thing. You know what scares me
How
to
you lot
death?
doing?
The fact that
DC?
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, the fact that they passed a bill. I don't know if they passed it yet or not, but to let the men come in the bathroom with the women, like the transsexuals, that's scary to me. Like I don't want to share the bathroom, you know, with a transsexual. Like why can't they just go into the men's bathroom? They're men, they're not women. That's what I don't understand.
It's the sickness right there.
Mhm.
And majority of them, even though they went to get a sex change, they still attracted to women. You don't think they still sick rapists out there now? Meaning they look like a woman, they get more close to women.
Hey,
also.
fellas. Easy on the T words and the R words and stuff like that.
Sorry about
Oh
that.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
You're right.
But I'm gonna head down because I told you I gotta
Call them
go to the grocery
Decepticons.
store.
Decepticons.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a better word. Decepticons, yeah.
Call them
Decepticons.
Use the
Decepticons.
word Transformers. Yeah.
Transformers.
No, it is inconvenient. I mean, right now
No,
we live in a
they're
place
good,
where we're
yeah,
trying to
Decepticons.
please everyone, and what's going to wind up happening is we're pleasing no one. As far as a nation goes, you know, I mean, like after the Boy Scouts went under, that was it. I just gave up on like, okay, this place is just gone crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna head to the store. I might catch you when I get back, Melody. But if not,
Okay.
we just announce movie night, and I'll just meet you there.
Yeah.
Okay. And I just want to read these cash apps.
Okay.
This one is from Classy Young Man. Thank you. Appreciate you. And I had somebody else. I don't see the other one. Somebody else left me one. Oh, here we go. The American Negro. Thank you. He said for support. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey Mel, can I try to answer that real quick?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Well, at least try to add some context and perspective to it. So here's the thing, man. To your question, you were like, yo, why can't they just go use the male's bathroom? Right?
Mhm.
The thing that gets overlooked is as heterosexual men, we are just as uncomfortable as somebody that's questionable coming into the space, right? Where like, yo, using the restroom, that's like a vulnerable, most intimate time, whether you're standing up or sitting down, right? That's one of the most vulnerable positions you could be in, right? That's why when people talk about crimes and all that, what you see in movies or whatever, that's where it happens at, right? When you're asleep or you're using the bathroom. So somebody comes in and is questionable, you're going to feel uncomfortable. I don't know if brothers have been in the gym before, you're working out to go to the showers, you know what I'm saying? Or even if you were in the military and they made you all shower together, like I've been in that situation too. There's a certain level of uncomfort that you feel because you don't know what this person's intentions are. My point is, right, them going into the women's bathroom, of course, y'all going to feel uncomfortable. But the overall underlying point I was trying to emphasize was that men feel just as uncomfortable too having these questionable characters as women. The only difference is we have the physical ability to defend ourselves should, you know what I'm saying, those questionable intentions come to where it needs to be challenged. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody says, hey, I identify with this, then that's what it is. And they over there with y'all in y'all stores, y'all kind of got to deal with that. But this goes to Mel's point. Listen, because I stand on this too. This is what they voted for. This is what they agreed for. So this is kind of like the fallout of that. They got women like you and others who have to be placed in these uncomfortable situations. You know what I'm saying? You're like, whoa, wait a minute. This ain't what's up. But, and not saying you specifically, but so many people that agree with that particular demographic have voted for and agreed for that, not understanding what the fallout may be. So now we kind of like, well, hey, let them go over there. We don't want them over here, right? Because then if they do come over there and if something happens, it's us versus them. There's legal ramifications that can come from that. It just gets deeper, and it's like I'd rather not deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but why don't they just have a bathroom that says other or something? Like, why do
because
why do
now
we
we're
have to
going
go
to
in any of our
discrimination.
bathrooms?
That's like
Exactly. It'd be
that's like they're
discrimination.
saying, well, why we don't have white only water fountains anymore? This, that, and the other. They can hide under that.
It's crazy.
Discrimination tactic right there.
Yeah.
And the
Wow,
funny
it's
about it,
just-
like technically most percentage of men are conservative. The only way we
Right.
probably be a little percentage liberal is when it comes to technically getting our sex on with women to be non-judgmental. You know what I'm saying? If she want the chicks want to go out and have multiple sex, we feel like that might be a chance to get more sex from them like that. That's the only time they probably make us liberal like that. But once we make them our wives and stuff like that, depending on what type of relationship you want, yeah, tone down that liberalism right there. But most of us have conservative mindsets. Like, yo, I'm 40, haven't even had my first kid yet, and I'm more nervous now. I'm more picky what woman I want to have a baby with. Because honestly, yeah, I will proudly admit I don't support that. I mean, they could do what they want and something like that, but I'm not. I don't want my kid being embedded in that. My kid's gonna. If I have a son, he's gonna be raised to be a man.
Well, you know, they're talking about it in schools now, right? And it's all over
Exactly.
cartoons. My nephew, he's 7, and I forgot what he was watching, but the kid had two dads. He had a black dad and a white dad. I'm like, what is this? I forgot what show it was. The Loud House. The Loud House. Yeah. I'm like, come on, what agenda are they pushing to these kids?
Right. I want to be clear, man. Like, I didn't bring this up or this picture to like put it on some, T movement bashing. Really, I was trying to emphasize the conversation that's been had previously, at least for a couple of years, if not longer, in regards to the degradation of heterosexual men. Like, like how all of our platform, why I can understand how so many brothers will get mad about women entering the space or the change, because it's like every platform that we've had, at least in Western society, has been in some way or form monopolized by women, and not just like women that agree with us, etc. I get that, but like more like the feminist leaning, they getting too loud. We can't allow that. Like, that's why I put this picture up here. Like, and like, that's just
I
a little.
Understand that, definitely.
Yeah, that's just like that right there is a little timeline. We're talking about December. if you could see it January, February, yo, like for real, that's what we doing. Like so, I can understand why brothers feel the need to attack people that want to attack the space. Like, okay, it's cool, Mel's in here, it's cool, Jessica's in here. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, Sister George and Concrete, you know what I'm saying, with the breakdown, and we want to have these conversations collectively. That's cool, but if this picture is going to be the result of like, okay, this is where the space is going to go, which is what a lot of brothers concerns are. Like, damn, they're going to take over. They doing numbers, they making money. What's going to be left for us to have a conversation? This is what you're going to be left with.
Right. Can I interrupt? I'm sorry. I just want to read these donations. Danica. Well, let me get it here.
Resend the link.
Right. So we have Danica. Thank you so much. She said support. And then I have Edwin Martinez. I appreciate you. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think another factor is like we kind of already saw what happened with Kevin Samuels' rise to fame. We seen flip-floppers. Two of them we definitely know. Nicole Michelle and Rebecca Lynn Pope. They became kind of flip-floppers and stuff. And that kind of messed it up in a lot of ways for you, Melanie. Because now you're gonna be kind of judged, or like you're gonna be extra watched. Like,
but I'm sure you guys. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sure you guys can see the real. You know the real from the fake. Yeah. Like, do I seem like I'm gonna flip flop? Like, let's be real. Like,
you know what I'm saying? This is very genuine. Yeah, we could tell.
Yeah.
There's some guys will have their third eye open and stuff.
Wait.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Wait. Naif, is that your name? Naif.
Naif,
right?
Naif, DJ Naif.
The magazine.
Naif.
Okay, Naif.
Yeah, DJ Naif. You good? Yeah. It's weird because we talk about this about females in space. Obviously, I mean females with panels and whatnot. I was thinking, okay, then I'm me about. Like, I don't know if some certain guys are not too sure about having women in the space. Like, what's the benefit of having women space? Because obviously, like, I just want to understand, like, why do we need women in the space exactly?
Can I give you my opinion first, or you want to hear from Naif?
That's it.
Can you hear me?
No, don't matter. Anybody. Just anybody. Yeah.
Okay, so, all right. So I feel like it's necessary to have women in the space because I forgot who said it. I think it was Zero. Sometimes the message is heard better when someone have titties. I mean, I think Zero said that. And I know it's a little weird, but it's true. If it's a woman that's saying the same message as the men, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, this is my message. I actually learned a lot from you guys. I've been listening for about a year now, and this made me learn about myself. So I feel like it's necessary to talk about it and hopefully get more women and more men to come and listen to what I have to say and what you guys have to say. So basically, my channel is for you guys to come up and educate more people.
Hey, y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
can you hear? Did you guys hear what I said?
I heard everything you said, Mel.
Yeah,
what's good? Peace. So check this out. Like, so I've been in a space for about several months. I came around here in August. I actually come from the Aboriginal American sector, but I was just in the chat. So this is my thing. I mean, look, my thing is simple. The stuff that I see in the space is the same thing that I see in real life because I actually work with brothers when it comes to men's mental health. So my same attitude is the same here. This is my theory on like having women in the space. I feel like all the women that come into space come through respectively. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't try to come through and be like, on some, feminist agenda or come through like where they don't have an understanding about our plights, about like how we feel as men, especially as black men, so-called black men in the space. And that's why, I ain't got a problem with it. Or maybe I'm speaking prematurely because I wasn't around here for the longest. I've only been here since about August. So my theory is this. I mean, as long as it's coming through respectfully, and there's an understanding, and you know, it comes through on some education type steez, I don't got a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, we us as men might talk about certain things that's special to men, and I'm pretty sure, like, if it really got to that point, it'd be certain women in the sector to be like, I'm gonna respect y'all. I'm gonna give y'all chance to rock out. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see like a lot of the women in the space trying to violate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see Melody ever trying to violate. I don't see Jessica X trying to violate. I don't see Sister George and Concrete Rose trying to violate, even though certain y'all brothers got on their ass last night because you said they was capping.
What were
But
they capping about? I mean, I like the
because
stream.
No.
all right, so a lot of people
Concrete
felt some
Rose.
type of way.
Concrete Rose. I know.
Wait, hold on.
Concrete Rose.
Yes.
So
All right,
it's like, ask.
go ahead. I'm gonna let you get it in, Steve. But I'm gonna say this real quick. Concrete Rose and Sister George. It's the you know the show The Breakdown.
Yeah.
You don't
Oh.
Mel. You don't know about that, Mel. You know about that, Mel?
Oh, Mel, do you know about it?
I think I heard an episode. I think Al Roger Curry did an interview on his show
Yeah.
one time.
It's
Yeah.
Sister George.
about
It's
Sister
Sister
George,
George. Yeah, Sister George, and it's her co-host Concrete Rose. They got the, you know, the breakdown or whatever. But go ahead, Steve. My fault. Steve.
Steve, you there, Steve?
Yo.
No, that's cool. You can talk, but I'm just weird because I keep this. Who's Steven? Which one? This doing. Now, basically, what I'm trying to say is, like, you know, for certain man, they'll be telling me that what's the whole purpose? It has to do with teaching points and, you know, and that, but anything else.
Yo,
So let me ask another. Let me just ask this question: do you guys have
So
a
I don't really
problem?
understand why women here on these different panels, but
Oh, I'm sorry,
Huh?
you wasn't finished talking. Somebody's TV or something is
right.
really loud. I can't hear.
Not mine.
what?
No, I was saying, be honest. So nobody have a problem with women being here? Are you a little like
No, we
iffy
don't.
about
We
it?
can't even respect, yeah, because after a while we gonna need a woman's point of view sometimes too. But we know when it's genuine, like you want to see relations between us and versus you trying to shame us with massaging. I mean, with feminist talking points and everything. Yeah, like real hard. Like,
Oh no.
telling me it's different. In our true nature, women want a strong, masculine man that takes charge. Like, you know, and men like a feminine, submissive woman. You know what I'm saying? That's nurturing
Exactly.
and stuff.
Yo,
We do call out certain dudes that go overboard and stuff. That's to let us handle that. Like the old saying is, like, in our natural nature, we are savages. Men are savages. The only reason why those savage men kept under control because they kept under control by other men and everything. We do call out the, you know what I'm saying, the male feminists, the flip floppers and stuff that go real overboard and stuff. Right. We gonna have our own disagreement. That's just us men being our natural, you know, state. I mean, yeah, some men do take it way overboard and stuff like that, but in the long run, yeah, we will have each other's backs, you know, respect, because as you see right now, like, you know what I'm saying, you got some dudes that trying to take Kevin Samuels down for some BS.
What's that? It's someone lagging.
Exactly. Like, yo, we see successful black men rising the way. We see women complaining about men ain't stepping up, but we actually are. And when we do, now you want to take them down with some BS.
Right. So that goes back to the point that I was making earlier when I was saying, like, I didn't say that I agree or disagree about women being in the space. What I said was, I understand why men could hold certain reservations to women being in the space. You know what I'm saying? Because we do have the pretenders or the chicks that come in. But even at the end of the day, let's say, okay, there are women here who agree with what we're saying, right? As a man, why do you require the validation from that woman based on what you're saying? It's a contradiction. You know what I'm saying? And it's in a shot, but like, y'all know, man, I like to present different aspects of way of looking at things. You know, now if we're saying like, yo, it's women in the chat, they're listening and they're learning for the point of understanding, absolutely. But that's not what's happened. Like what's being challenged is what we're seeing is the uptick in content creators that are women speaking on and to men's issues in a man's space. That's where the pushback is. And again, I'm not saying that I agree or disagree. I'm just saying I understand, you know what I'm saying, both sides of what's going on. But we got to be able to accept it. You can't have cats out here mad at chicks like, yo, where the fuck y'all here? This, that, and the other, this, that, and the other. And then have chicks saying, well, why y'all mad that we here? Blah, blah. Like both, y'all got to understand what it is. It's beneficial for one side or the other side. Now, what side you fall on, that's on you as an individual. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that that's what's happening. And that's what a lot of the conflict is. And that kind of, in my opinion, too, slows progress. You know, it might seem like people are making progress because your numbers are going up. You know what I'm saying? Your subscriptions are going up. Your cash apps are going up. But is the message really resonating, or is it just you getting more people on your side to beef with other people on the other side?
I understand what you mean now.
Yeah, I understand that. Definitely.
My fault.
I understand that definitely, but I'm not here to tell y'all what to do and what y'all should do as men. I'm basically here because I like what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying, and I want you to tell everybody on my platform, because I'm sure I'm gonna have a bunch of different people coming in to my platform listening who's not on the men's platform, kind of like Jessica have. So I just want you guys to continue teaching what you know, but on my platform. You get what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, we get what you mean. Yeah, like I said, we seen it happen with other female YouTubers who made it sound like they want to generally see relations, but then they flip flop. Like I said, you seen the video with Nicole Michelle and everything, and she really started hating on Candace Samuels, and because she started having her flip her affairs, and people was attacking her, and then it's like now she went back to the sisterhood in some way, and like that she sounded very fake. And the same thing with Rebecca Lynn Pope, that famous video that she made maybe like 3 years ago, and now after Kevin's success, and he praised her like crazy, and that was the perfect example. And now she flip flopped also too, and like it was just weird. So it's like,
let me say something to Melody.
Mm-hmm.
We got our eyes on you, girl.
No, go ahead. You can have your eyes on me. I promise I'll never flip flop.
Melody, are you gonna flip on us?
Watch me closely, son.
I promise not, because I can see if I didn't agree with y'all, but I agree with everything you're saying. Like I'm like, you know what? When I found this space, I was like, damn, finally a space that agrees with everything I've been thinking but scared to say. And that's why I don't have friends, because a lot of times when I did have friends, they turned sisterhood, so I left them alone. You know, so me being in this space is teaching me a lot about these women. I didn't know nothing about feminists until I came here.
So Mel, can I ask you a question? Like, can you be mad at them though? Like, what's more beneficial to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have to like really get into the specifics. Like, I don't know what they look like. I don't know what their social status is, but it might be more beneficial to them to lean on the side of the sisterhood, whereas it might be more beneficial to you or Jessica X to say, you know what, maybe I should fall in line with the brothers. Now I get it, that could be your natural, you know what I'm saying, way of leaning, right? When you talk about femininity and this, that, and we've seen that in this space.
Yeah.
But everybody is not equal. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk about, you got these big ass chicks out here, they make all this money, they know they don't qualify for the dudes that they want. That's why they try to uplift and promote all this other bullshit. Like, fuck that, that I'm fat, that I'm not that cute, but I got money, I got a crib, I got this.
Exactly.
Till somebody else comes along and says, but listen, I got that and my shit is better than yours and more than yours, bitch, and you fat. So what else you got? Right. Now it's like, but this is where we're at though. And I think that's why they're attacking Kevin, and they attack you, and they attack Jess, and anybody that goes against that. All I'm saying again, what's more beneficial to whoever that person is? The same thing with the game niggas. If you like big bitches because you a bum ass dude, you know what I'm saying? Of course you're gonna try to uplift that. Like, yo, this is the move. Y'all niggas is just mad because y'all not getting these bitches. And then a nigga pull up like, well, listen, I got my shit together. I don't fuck with hoes like this, that, and the other. What are you talking about, yo? You're trash. Your hoe is trash. This, that. Now they look crazy. But what's more beneficial to that particular person in that situation?
Now,
That's what I'm trying to throw out there.
well,
Like
now,
this shit,
let me say something to you, bro. You can't be fat broke, bro.
Wait. Hold on. Say that again. You can't what?
You can't be fat broke, bro.
Can't be.
What's that mean?
Can't be bitch broke. You can't be fat broke, bro.
What do you mean? What?
You got to define that, bro. I ain't heard that before. Hello.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a
It's a
joke.
joke.
Hey, that sounds like some shit that needs to be officiated, though. Like that
can't
needs
be
to be a
fat
real
broke.
term. And you can't be fat broke and bitch
Oh
broke.
my god.
Fat bitch broke. You can't do that, bro.
Kevin Samuel was trying to school this dude. He's 300 pounds and complaining about why he ain't getting with certain type of women. And he was like, yo, you 300 pounds. You making this little bit amount of money. You're not going to give it to these twirly women. You got to get your ass into shape and start making more money and learning more game to up your chances. These type of women. Because you can't complain if that woman, like I said, if you put him next to Biggie Small, these Biggie Smalls, he's big, but he's still muscular physique, and he's making money on his dreams. He's ambitious, and he knows game. He knows how to talk to women and stuff like that. Women like men like that. The lazy, fat, 300-pound dude that's making $20,000 a year ain't gonna gravitate towards him like that. No, because you're not motivated, and it shows you're lazy. Like,
Yo, I need one of y'all content creators. That needs to be a stream, yo. Can we blame them? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that's where that go. Can you blame them? You know what I'm saying? If you a bum dude, you ain't got your shit together, you like fat chicks, can you blame them? You know what I'm saying? If you a big girl, you don't want to put the work in to, you know, at least position yourself to get a little bit of a look for the dudes that you want. Because you lazy. Okay, cool. You accept that role. Can you blame them? It's easier to complain and say these dudes aren't available. You know, they like white women. They like chicks like Melanie that light skin. You know what I'm saying? They like, can you blame them?
nah, that's why I'm like, yo, you know what? That's your preference for your life and everything. That's cool, but don't enforce your.
It's not preference. It's not preference.
Yeah.
It's not preference. They don't have any other options, is what I'm saying. So
My thing is, you know what? You know what I learned from that point of view? Remember the late Stephen Hawkins? He was still a multimillionaire, and that man was crippled, couldn't walk, couldn't hardly speak. He was communicating with that keyboard, and he was still making money because he still had his brain was still functioning. So if that man can still make millions and still have his smarts, what is these other people's excuse?
All it takes is determination.
Exactly. He's still determined, like, yo, I still got my smarts, whatever. That's why if I see a dude that keeps struggling to make money, but technically he keeps doing the same thing, same old, I can't really feel that much empathy for him because I will bring up the Stephen Hawkins point.
Gentlemen.
This, you got to learn to change certain ways. Sometimes you might have to do 180.
Go ahead, Stephen, my fault.
Oh yeah, I want to ask, what was this space originally made for exactly?
Yeah, I was just about to read that. Can I read that real quick?
Oh
yeah.
What Fasting said? He said the Manosphere was created to help men with dating and other issues. Most people haven't been here for more than 7 years. Is that what it was created for?
Okay.
Oh my bad.
Okay.
Yo, so
Okay.
this is where context is important, man, because like when you just leave it at dating and then you say other, that's a wide range of things. We have to understand a lot of these cats that created the original space on the white side, they were married, they were divorced. A lot of them were professionals and they lost their ass because of, you know, the family court system. When we just say dating, it makes it seem like that's why niggas can come in here and say, oh, you wasn't getting no pussy. That's why you mad. Not that the fact that you was married for 10, 15, 20 years, but in them 20 years that you was married, you was in the military for 10 years and you lost 50% of your retirement benefits to a chick that you like we start getting into the nuances, but that just gets thrown away. That's a big deal, man. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that. You're a fucking chief. You know what I'm saying? EA, not highest rank you can reach, right? You've done everything right socially. Your wife decides she don't want to be with you no more for whatever reason. No fault divorce. She's leaving your punk ass and she's taking half of your shit and the kids and you're fucked. That's where, like, it's not just dating and other shit. Like, we got to be very clear on that, man, because that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes was like, yo, I did what I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I got the house, I got the career, I reached the highest level possible. I married my woman, I loved her, whatever. She didn't want to be with me for whatever reason. And she flipped on me and took all of my shit. Now I'm out here 60 years old trying to figure out how am I going to start over. And people are getting shamed for that shit.
Oh, that's facts.
True.
Definitely. That's facts. There's certain parts of manhood
Wow.
that a lot of dudes out there just don't have. You know, main fact is, of course, they had no fathers in their lives, or they had a beta male father in their life. They was indoctrinated what they see in the media so much and realize. Take it back in high school. The good guy to get all the good grades and respected women, but the jock that don't pander women was getting all the girls, and it bothered them like crazy. And it's like all you have to do is like, you know what, maybe you need to be a little more assertive and stuff like that. You know, that's why they gravitate towards them. Be a little, you know, not socially awkward. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't take things so seriously. They know about the true nature of men and women and stuff. Yeah.
Right. So, guys, I'm gonna read this Cash App real quick. It's from D-Rock Den. Thank you, D-Rock Den. Appreciate you.
Hey, so I'm gonna say this one thing. I'm gonna just say on my end, you know, maybe it might look like I might talk shit or I might just be joking around, but like on a real, the only reason I say I appreciate the space as much as I do is because it's about spreading awareness, and I'm always loving education from everybody. So to me, the contributions that's been made from the dudes that I've watched or, you know, interacted with on panels, you know, I enjoy, and especially Fast in His Life is going to tell you more about it, as in like the experience, because he's been here longer than me. But I'm gonna say, you know, certain things I was inspired to research because of the Manosphere, and then also just like learning terms like anocracy and all these different things. I didn't know what that was before I even got here. So my thing is the contributions and the awareness, and, you know, looking up statistics to be like, okay, this is what's going on in the argument. Let me flip this down. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I understand the reason. You know, brothers like me, I look at it as like it's a learning method. We all supposed to be getting educated every day. It don't matter what it is. We all are getting educated. So to me, I mean, that's how I look at it. And, you know, we laugh and joke because we just all next. So, I mean, like I said, all y'all just keep doing y'all thing. I mean, that's just my reasoning for what I see out the Manosphere. You know, I ignore all the other stuff, like all the trivial stuff, dudes that might want to complain about women all day or might not have a adequate dating experience. To me, I'm like, yo, that's just them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was never claiming no red pill, blue pill, nothing like that before I came here. And I still don't. I just like, yo, I'm just Bronzebird. I speak my piece. So
right. Well, Jerome Whiteside thinks it's about bashing women now. Do you think part of that is true?
Well, you got some extremists.
I mean, like, listen, my thing to Jerome is like, look, I mean, he may disagree, but I wouldn't say that's like the status quo of what the Manosphere is. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, you do have extreme dudes that's just like, oh yeah, black women ain't shit and da-da-da, this, that, and the third. Those are extremes. And we can't, I mean, well, to my end, we can't help that. You know what I'm saying? Dudes is going to say what they're going to say. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we're still that intellectual conversation. So you got to kind of take the little pitfalls that come with the territory. But if that's what Jerome believes, I can't knock him for, you know, feeling that way. I have mad respect for Jerome. So I'm never going to, you know, say nothing bad about Jerome. Jerome is cool.
You know what? I'm going to be honest. When I first came here, I felt like that too. I felt like, well, wow. Because as soon as I said something in the chat, I was called all types of names. And, you know, I didn't think I was going to last
Melody,
long.
when did you come in this space?
I think
2019?
It was April. No, last year, April of last year.
Oh, yeah, it was last year.
It's about to be a year in April. Yay.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So
I made it.
So Jerome Whiteside has been in this space before that. Hey, Wagwan, G. What's going on?
Smooth.
Look,
what's going on?
Freaking Jerome Whiteside been in this space longer before that. So he knows it's been he knows he's seen the bashing and all that. So he knows better. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch ass nigga, it's a flip flopping ass nigga. That's all it is.
Hey, hold on.
Let's be nice.
Flopping ass niggas is gonna turn around and be like, "Oh, you guys are women bashers, nigga. You've been here in this space for how long? And you've joined in the conversation for how long, motherfucker? Then now you're gonna turn around and be like, oh, y'all niggas bashing women." And then you be in fucking Shira Sevens chat and all that shit. Nigga, tell a nigga shut the fuck up.
Jerome definitely has got his kicks in too.
So he's been in these.
Yeah, crazy.
So been in this spaces already. He's been around here. Innit?
Well,
Nigga been
what's up,
around
Melody?
here, yo.
What's up, Melody? I just wanted to jump
You
in to
see,
kind of clear
that's
things
what
up.
I'm saying about that. I told you, man was trolling in the chat.
I just wanted to
Chat your piece,
Waste
chat your
man.
piece.
Jerome is a waste man.
What happened, Fasting?
yeah, I
What's
just
good,
wanted
Chief?
to
Talk, brother, y'all pussy.
I just wanted to clear things
Puss wolf.
because, like I always say, history has a lot of perspective of different sides. It's like a pizza. A pizza will have many slices. So most of the time, people are only eating one or two slices, but the rest of the slice they have no access to it. So the whole thing when people say the manosphere is not just one corner or one shop. There's multiple shops. So you have to understand, because we're on YouTube, you have to look at the history of YouTube. YouTube was launched like back in what, 16 years ago? Like 2005, 2006, 2006?
2005.
right?
No, 2005, February 14th.
Yeah, I'm saying like it was launched, but I'm saying like it started getting steam the following year because I just graduated. I graduated high school in 2005, and MySpace was still popping back then,
Right.
and then YouTube came about, and then Google bought it. So it was basically social media being introduced, right? Because MySpace came first. Everybody had MySpace, and then Facebook first came out as college. So what I'm saying is, you have to look at the whole background story. Now, when YouTube came out, the first videos we usually were like jokes, funny videos, and then people started clipping music videos, and then people started doing anime videos, right? And then you started having people like when talk about social status, and you want to know the one thing when it comes to men is what? Women, dating, how to get sex, and all that stuff. So when people say the manosphere, shout out to Zero, pussy and views. That's all it's always been, right? But like I said earlier, I said dating and other things. Why? The other things came after. Well, people mentioned about family affairs and all that stuff, right? That will be one sector. It won't be the whole.
What do you mean by family affair, nigga? What do you mean by family affair?
Divorce. What do you call them?
You saying that
rate.
came after the game shit, nigga?
No, I'm saying I'm giving you all the things that are tied to what we call the manosphere. The main theme was how to get women, how to date.
No, it wasn't the main thing. That was 2.0 shit, nigga. You skipped over 1.0.
Smooth,
Right.
Smooth. How long have you been in the whole manosphere? How many years?
I've been in the manosphere since late 2019.
Okay.
However, the content creators in this space, I've actually been listening to them since 2014.
Okay. I'm here to tell you what we call the manosphere is as old as, I'll say, YouTube.
Oh, by the way, one of the first content creators in the manosphere, which I didn't even know, you understand me, was Wacky. I used to watch Wacky's video back in college in 2007. And he's 1.0.
But watch this. He's not the only one.
Yes, he wasn't the only one. There was niggas like that Barbarossa dude and all these other people that were 1.0. Them niggas wasn't talking about how to get sex. What are you talking about?
Listen, when you say 1.0, I think you confuse. You're getting into the black manosphere and the manosphere. Listen to my keyword.
Listen, ain't no black manosphere here. Manosphere shit started when you were talking about men's rights, dog.
Smooth. You
what
just
the hell is this how to get sex shit, nigga?
Smooth. You just said you got in a manosphere in 2019.
Yo, did y'all hear this nigga?
Listen, I've been here longer. What I'm saying is, you're speaking from secondhand information. I'm speaking from someone who's been here. And I'll tell you the reason why.
And the nigga someone that has been here hasn't even given that fucking outline. Wacky himself. What the fuck are you saying?
Listen, the reason why I can speak on the manosphere, why? English wasn't my first language. So I was in the manosphere, why? Because I was learning English and I had to learn how to, quote unquote, talk to women because English wasn't my first language. So that's why I can sit and relax. I'm like, I've been here for so long. Why? Because I came in America. I didn't speak English, right? Went the whole.
Yo, don't go to the moon,
YouTube,
please. I don't care if you spoke English.
YouTube started popping up, and I was like, okay, talk about how to talk to girls and all that stuff, right? That's the era. What people talk about, the era of the pickup artists. People like Mystery and Ross and
Oh,
all
so
those
this is
guys,
what
right?
y'all talking about.
Nah, man.
Salute,
And
Melda.
then
Hold
what's
up,
Yo,
it?
man.
this nigga's conflating shit, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hate
yeah, yeah,
Smooth,
y'all
yeah.
niggas
smooth,
be
No,
getting shit
nah,
nah,
confused,
Hold
man.
on,
smooth,
not
guys,
entirely.
What the
guys,
fuck is
guys.
happening?
Can we
smooth,
have one at a time, guys?
smooth.
Let's
Calm
let
down.
let's
You're
have
gonna
order.
have your
Let's have
time.
fasting first, yeah, and then
Nah,
smooth.
Yeah.
Okay,
nope.
go
So
ahead, fasting. Continue.
I'm naming names because those are some of the most popular things. When we talk about pickup artists, people that's who they're gonna think about. So I'm giving you different branches of the manosphere, and not only that, even though Tommy Sotomayor doesn't claim manosphere, who here remember when Tommy Sotomayor and the Advice Show used to beef? Who was here? Who in the crowd was here?
That
Who remember
doesn't
that?
Not me. I wasn't
matter.
here.
I've been listening to Tommy since
That's all
2013, nigga.
I'm saying there are thousands of videos, years of things that have happened. Some people don't have no idea. I remember when Tommy had his little spot. He barely had a few hundred subs or 1,000, and he became known as one of the black woman basher. But it was more like he was using satire and all that stuff. And I recall also the Advice Show back in the day. He was into that, and then switched up, and then now he's what? Pan-African. So he had a transformation period. Most people, that when they see him now, they think African diaspora. If they're coming in fresh into quote unquote the black YouTube space. But who here remembers
Tariq Nasheed?
No, not Tariq Nasheed. I'm talking about the Advice Show. You know who that guy is? The Advice Show became African diaspora. So what I'm doing is I'm giving you different branches.
You giving
of the whole
a warped timeline. That's what you're giving right now.
Yeah,
No. You looking at one side. For an example, you weren't here when the whole pickup artists were here with Mr. and all those guys teaching guys how to wear how to peacock. You weren't there. You weren't here when people were spinning game like
this nigga is crazy. I've been known about Mystery since Planet Hollywood. Don't even go there right now, nigga. Please.
Some people don't know back in the day when Tariq Nasheed, right? Like, because if people didn't know, when they say he wrote his book about quote unquote dating, they say that he ripped off from the pimps that he was interviewing. So the whole thing, to summarize, to make it simpler, what I'm saying is when people say the manosphere, it's a big cake. And what's happening is you have late bloomers who are coming here, who are seeing what they're seeing what's already set up. They're seeing the finished product, and they're defining based on their current perspective. And then they'll try to quote unquote give a backup story, but they weren't here how things were setting up. Because for example, the whole thing with the creation of Red Pill hate, there was no such thing as Red Pill is actually new. Like the whole thing, the term came years later. It was kind of ironic because I remember people like Steve Tedin and all those guys. There was no such thing as Real Pill. Real Pill is not even 10 years. It's not even 7 years.
Can I just interject just for a
Go
second?
ahead.
Before the rest of y'all jump in real quick, because this is important to point out. You said that you came into this space because you were trying to learn English to talk to women.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Fair point, right? What we're talking about initially was the creation of the space. So that's why Smooth is saying you conflating it, right? You came in where you came in at. That had nothing to do with the cats that were married and the men's right movement and all the other stuff. So we jumped over all of that, the origination, the origin, the essence of what the space was about to, all you niggas is here because y'all was trying to holler at bitches and
get sex and all that shit.
That's
nigga.
why I said it's a problem, because that's not how it started. Yes, the space has been reversed. But we cannot make it seem like, all you niggas just coming now, y'all coming here because it is. And if you weren't here when they was talking about this, then y'all just speaking off of your own personal perspective. Like, so that kind of like you're not any more qualified to speak on the origin than any of the new niggas.
Now, let me add into what you just said right here. And like I said, the truth is bitter. Here's the truth.
What?
Here's the whole truth. I'll put it simple. There was no such thing or term called manosphere. What happened is it was something organic.
Yo, where are you going right now?
Listen,
Where are you going right now? You're going to the moon.
Hold on, wait, let him explain.
Different
Hold on.
channels,
Hold on,
right?
man.
Different channels, because they're men, they have the same mindset. They began to gather. So when people are saying, "Oh, somebody set up, say, okay, we're gonna create a ministry," it's gonna be no. It was something organic. That's
I agree
why
with that.
That's why I'm saying there's nobody who can be like, okay, this is what it was. As I just said earlier, I'm using an analogy so people can understand. I say the manosphere, it's like a big cake with many slices. Some
I
people are
agree with
stuck
that,
on
bro.
one slice. And then people on the other side of the cake, they're stuck over there. So when people come in, they say, "Well, I was here first," I'm like, it's the whole thing. So the truth is, you can pinpoint exactly. But okay, a group of genius came on YouTube, say, let's create a place called Manosphere where we're gonna talk about. No, it was a different but people who are related to each other who are speaking on the same thing. YouTube algorithm set them up. I mean, how did I know about Tariq? How did I know about Tommy? How do I know? Because why? Because as a man, I was looking at topic related to what man interest, and that's how it. Okay, the same thing. How sometimes we talk about in the quote unquote black manosphere. We say that, well, you know, why we allowing people coming in and out and out? Why? Because nobody. It's like there is no quote unquote government. There's no black manosphere government to establish the rules. It's free for it's like the whole thing is people don't want to say it, but the people who've been here for like I'm not the only one. There's some people who've been here before YouTube came out. People who were on Blog Talk, people who were in other platforms. But I'm focusing more on YouTube. I'm saying it was organic. But the thing is, some people fell off. Some people, there was an old drama. That's why I'm saying people, when they look at African diaspora, they don't know their history because even if you go on his channel, he removed all the old stuff. So you will never know the history. But for us who are here, I remember the whole beef with, how he switched up. First, it was about, talk about this BA crap, all that stuff. And then Tommy started gaining momentum. And then he switched up. Tommy, you don't do this, don't do that, And then he switched up. And now he finally found what works for him, which is Pan-Africanism. That's what I'm saying. The problem is, late bloomers, when they come here, they only see one side. They only see one part of the game. They're not up in the stadium seeing the whole game. They're seeing the foul. They're seeing the people fighting on the other side. They're seeing someone naked running in the field. They don't see the whole thing. They only see one part. And that's what I'm saying is people are not, most of the time, they don't want to sit the harsh truth. Why? Because if you sit the harsh truth, now people have to be like, okay, what do we do now? And that's why we usually, when we're on DJ Kuda, he even mentioned it, says, because there is no quote unquote a government, because you got to set rules, you need a government. Because there is no quote unquote a black manosphere government, the same thing that happened.
Nigga, what are you saying, yo? You're too long-winded, goddammit.
Yeah. This is going on too long, bro.
Okay, Smooth, tell me, why don't you understand what I just explained to you?
No, nigga, just stop talking. I want to ask you so you can continue to answer.
Okay, go ahead.
But Smooth is right. We've heard all this from Zero, MOT, and Wacky confirmed it. That actually it originally even started on message boards before YouTube.
Right, blogs and shit.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Yeah.
No, you didn't bring up the blogs, dude.
No.
YouTube. The first thing you did was brought up YouTube.
You didn't pay attention. I said earlier.
You see, dude, you first fasting. The first thing you said was 2005 YouTube, bro. That was the first thing you said. You can't get that by me.
Let's go.
Hey guys, let me hear what Eisen have to say, and then we'll go to the next person. Go ahead, Eisen.
But Zero, Wacky, and MOT confirmed all of it. That it started then back on blogs before YouTube, message boards and stuff. But and there was no black anything. It was just the manosphere. So you had men from all different types of culture on there, especially here in America, white, black, and everything. The split only happened once people started coming up and they got to YouTube and they could see who was who, and then that's whenever the rhetoric came in, based on skin color, racism, whatever you want to call it, all of that.
Was that during like the PUA hate board during that time also?
No, the PUA came later. See, this is what I'm saying. People only seeing one side. There's a lot, like what Isaac's speaking about. That's what I was trying to say earlier. See, that's what I said. People are not listening. I said the manosphere has many slices.
Stop right
there.
So
when zero and MOT was saying, they're actually correct, but guess what? They weren't seeing the whole thing because a lot of things were happening. So it would be disingenuous for me to say that what I saw was everything. No, I say there are some people that I never heard of. I've never heard of. So you can't come out and say this is what the ministry were because you'll be disingenuous. If anybody understand what I'm saying.
Listen, man.
Bro, I didn't know, man, that it started, man, like that though with blogs and shit.
Yes, they all did.
Back in the 90s.
Zero and Wacky and MOT, they confirmed all of that. That's how it started. And you also had it. I mean, you had a section going on what?
Because I say that, brother. I say that, brother, because I came in like Yahoo Chats. Yeah, I'd say that because I came in the space like
Yahoo Chats. Yeah.
To be honest, I came in the space like 4.5 years ago, introduced into the spirit through Minister Jap and Solo, and I met everybody else through them too.
Yeah. Right. So I wanted to make one point real quick, right? And this was what Fasting was saying. If you focus on us, this is why, again, there's so much pushback, right? Okay, yeah, I can agree. It's a big cave. You might only get one piece. Depending on what piece you focus on, that's the information that you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be first willing to understand, okay, that there's multiple pieces of cake to this. What you ingest, what you accept, that's on you. Whether it's the game shit, the pickup artist shit. So this is why I'm pushing back against you. In fact, you know you my dude, but I'm like, bro, you keep making these points, like talking about, but this exists. Niggas over here are not focusing on that. You know what I'm saying? If we're talking about building and investing and this, that, and the other, you know, if motherfuckers want to travel or whatever, yeah, there's a big piece of pie, but that just seems to continue to get overlooked. That, okay, we get it. It's a big platform, right? Nobody owns it. That's why they pushing against the big motherfuckers. And I hope Art does that shit. I was listening on MOT shit, and he draws the Mount Negro Monument with these niggas on it. You know what I'm saying? But like, embrace what it is that's most beneficial to you, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's
you know, I'm not even arguing with you. Like I said, for example, right? People know me as the Bible guy. Do you guys know that there is a religious part of the ministry that nobody knows? Do you guys know that?
So it's not that they don't know.
No. I'm saying.
I don't give a fuck.
Right.
You see. That's why.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the
Smooth is proving my point, right? Because you're gonna have people say, "Well, stop talking about that religion," and I'll be like, "Wait, you say you're about the ministry."
That is what I'm saying. It. You see, that is my problem. You niggas conflate every motherfucking thing. And then when you get called out on that shit, it's like, oh, well, how long have you been in this space? Or what do you know? Nigga, I corrected you in your fucking history because you was giving misinformation.
I think you're a trigger. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, nigga, you don't know what you're talking about.
You
all you niggas have been triggering me all week.
You're a trigger. Drink some cold water.
Niggas have been in this space forever and they talking bullshit.
Calm down and drink some water.
Smooth?
Don't tell me to calm down, nigga, please.
Drink some water. Calm down.
After you get your information right. Get your information right, then I can calm down.
2019.
Because niggas like you is exactly the reason why niggas is cooks out here,
bro. You just got here.
That's why I smoke.
You just got here. Stop getting angry.
A bunch of compromised ass niggas, man.
Just accept it. You said it yourself. That's what I said. Why are you triggered?
Yeah, you see, just accept it. You see that mindset? That just accept this shit? That's exactly the reason niggas don't take people in the manosphere serious. That's why these bitches running all over y'all.
Just
accept it.
I said just accept that you just got here and I'm trying to give you a bigger understanding to what you're saying, because you just say yourself earlier.
How
What
are
do
you going to
say?
give me a
You
bigger
said-
understanding
you
when you can't
said-
even get your
you
information
said-
right, nigga?
You said you
How?
got here in 2019. I'm trying to tell you, I'm saying some of the
And what
things
else
you
did I say
think,
after that?
some
What
of
else
the
did I say
things
after
you
that?
think are new,
What did
they
I
have been
say
happening
after
here.
that?
Because the topic
Didn't
at
I
hand,
say?
the topic
Didn't
at
I
hand
say?
was the
You see, you're just
history
gonna
of the
keep talking, so I'm
manosphere.
gonna keep talking too, nigga.
The
Please.
history of the manosphere.
The history
That's
of your
why.
manosphere is
That's
bullshit,
why
nigga.
I came
We
here.
just called it out.
All right,
All right,
guys.
wait. Yeah.
Guys.
Hold on.
Nah, nigga, I'm out of here, man. Fuck this nigga.
No,
I smooth, chill.
Don't, yeah, see, you upset him.
No, maybe it's best. It's best.
Let him get angry.
Yeah.
Let him get angry.
Hey, just
Melanie,
breathe, my nigga. Shit.
Can I have a second to address
I mean,
this real
we're
quick?
men. We're
Melanie?
men. We can
Yeah,
handle
go
it.
ahead.
Just because let me address this real quick, yo. This is why this is a problem, fasting, because we see this shit all the time. Like, okay, just because you've been in this space longer, that doesn't mean that you automatically have a higher level of understanding
Right.
than anybody else in the space. That's what these other niggas be doing. But there's plenty of people, we've seen it. That's why you have 1.0, 2.3, and people that come in here, they keep getting smarter and smarter and more intellectual and more artillery, or what's the word I'm looking for, man? Articulate. You know what I'm saying? In this space, because articulate. Yeah, I just said it. That's how it goes. But then you got niggas trying to pull rank like, oh, I've been here longer than you. Who are you? You don't know nothing. Listen, if I know math and you know math, but I know algebra and you know calculus, come on, man. But we keep trying to result it. Well, I've been doing math longer than you. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like that's not. We can't grow from that.
Yeah. I respect.
To the brother, maybe you missed. I never said it to say that I'm better.
No, can we just say that everybody knows like everything? Like, why does
No.
That would be a lie. That would be a lie. Nobody knows everything.
Not everything, but what I'm saying is, why can't you both be educated on the manosphere? Why do you have to argue back and forth?
Right, I feel that. Well, it's because of this. I'll say this. I would say this. Here,
new cats come out of nowhere and stealing from others, and this sound disingenuously. I've seen it happen a couple of times. Also, too, we all know the situation with Alan Roger Curry and Alpha Male Strategies and stuff. And he, Alpha Male Strategy stealing different talking points like crazy plagiarizing. Yet his fame got boosted up because you got some, a lot of the young casters.
Yeah,
just don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? The message, they don't want to kill the messenger. But
who's the brother speaking? I can't see your name. What's your name, bro?
Me?
Yeah, Mel. Just to add it to what you just say, that's because the whole topic is about the ministry. That's why it goes back to what I said earlier, and people weren't paying attention. I say because there is no government, things like what happened to ARC will have never happened, because why? People would have known who ARC was, and they would have known who AMS was. You see what I'm saying?
I'll say this. The problem I see, the core problem I see is this. You got bastards. They're thinking, okay, I'm on top of this pyramid. Come to me for all knowledge. Damn what that motherfucker say, come here. You know what I mean? Instead of working in as a collective. And if you're in the wrong about something, you know what I mean? Just take the correction. You know what I mean? And be like, okay, thank you, brother. You know what I mean? My bad on that. Yeah, you right about that. Okay, cool.
No,
you know what
exactly.
I mean? And but cats find a hard time to do that because of that damn pride and
individualism.
It's individualism. That's the big main thing, the pride. Because you got some, yes, I'm not gonna knock a man's experience over this person's experience. Yes, he got longer experience than you. But also you have to remember, you got to learn how to adapt to the present times also too. Some of your old ways ain't gonna work with these new time ways. Like I said, we're going through now, the day options, everybody's doing online dating so much.
Right. I think
back in the days it's cold approaching. Yes, it can still work, but you have to learn how to adapt it to the new terms also too. Adapt the cold approaching from face to face with online dating. Because like I said, the main fact is guys don't want to waste their time so much like that like they used to.
And I will say this though too, and pass it on. You also gotta watch cats too, because shit's spiritual too, bro. Like you gotta watch cats too, because they can end up sending their red pill rage, which also may have some misguiding within it. They may pass that shit on to you to thus get you to be on some red pill rage shit. So you gotta watch it, man. You know what I mean?
You see,
wait, who just mentioned the spirituality?
I didn't even know.
Let me check. I can't see the brother.
Like 2 years ago. Like crazy now. Now we got red pill.
Who's the brother who mentioned the spirituality?
Ray Hanma.
Hey, bro,
right there.
guess what? I even mentioned it when I was at Kuda's channel. I say, do people know that you have agents? I don't want to get too deep, but you know, the large people, they are here, content creators. Like I say, you know, the whole thing it says, be careful who you choose to listen to as a teacher, because you don't know who you know, the indoctrination you're getting. So like I say, there's a lot of things that happen. Most people have no background to what's going on. I mean, you know, that's why I tell people, when you have the monitor, right? You say you for men, right? Or we here for men. But watch this. Okay, Melody. What if a man, he's, you know, the colors? Melody. Why are you gonna agree? You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot. I'm telling you, the truth is bitter. People don't want to talk about it. But I keep silence, you know. But I had to speak on it because someone mentioned about the manosphere.
Yes. Who's calling me? Who is that?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
It's me, Steven.
Hey, Steven, what's going on?
What do you have to say about all this?
I'm just listening. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the arguments and everything is about. I mean, you all are in a space.
Well, we're new here, so you know, we're just gonna listen.
I can tell you what it all boils down to. It boils down to what Zero always says. You got dudes that want to pull old nigga rank on shit all the damn time.
Right.
That's part as simple as that.
Yeah.
As simple as that. It's as simple as that. Look, I'm old enough. You only been here 15 minutes, so you got to listen to me, man. It's about old niggas telling some young dude they ain't got nothing to offer, and that's
exactly.
Mm-hmm. I think that's part of it, and then I like to try to extend the benefit of the doubt. The other part is lack of genuine understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so for example, I say that to kind of circle back to the whole red pill rage argument, right? I gave an example earlier about the dude that was married for 15, 20 years who happened to serve in the military, where there's a law that if you've been married for more than 10 years and you get divorced, you know, your wife is entitled to 50% of your retirement, right? So my point is like, okay, that's just one example. I know there's many, but that's one that, because there's a lot of military in this space, etc. There's a lot of brothers that have been married, divorced, whatever. People can relate to that, right? That's just a generic scenario. Would he not be well within his rights to feel that, yo, I've sacrificed everything for my country, for my family, for my kids for 20 years? Some motherfucker that I don't know, they ain't got shit to do with nothing, is going to tell me, well, this is what you get because your wife decides she want to leave you, whatever it is. And okay, maybe he is enraged. Now, I don't agree with the extremist shit, but what I'm saying is I can understand if a motherfucker is livid. So then if he comes to a space that's designed for men who've been through similar shit, you know what I'm saying? We've all heard the conversations, paternity fraud and all of that. Motherfuckers paying for kids that biologically are not theirs and it's the best interest of the child. These motherfuckers are tight. They fucking with your pockets. You done what you supposed to do. You ain't out here selling dope. You not pimping no hoes. You got up every day and went and go get it. And now somebody telling you, because this bitch made this decision, this is what you got to do, or we'll take your ass to jail, or we'll do whatever. And you do that shit, right? You comply and you get fucked over. You're not going to be tight about that? And then you got somebody telling you, oh, you mad because you don't get no pussy. You mad because you don't get no bitches. No, I'm mad because I've been fucked over by a system where the same system told me this is the game plan. This is what you're supposed to do. Take your ass to school,
that one.
Stay out of trouble, go get you a wife, go get you a family, be a man. You do that shit. And then you get fucked over and you got paid. So then, yeah, motherfuckers is mad about it. And now the conversations are happening like, oh, wait a minute. I thought it was just me. No, this happened to me too. Where you at? Bro, I'm out here in goddamn San Diego, California. Bro, where you at? I'm out here in Seoul, Korea. Bro, where you at? I'm out here in Atlanta, Georgia. Bro, where you at? I'm out here in goddamn Miami, Florida. Niggas are having these conversations saying, wait a minute, we all getting fucked? That's where the red pill rage comes from. Niggas are mad because they were fed a certain level of information. They followed the script, and it's the Nelson laugh. Ha ha! Nigga, you got. So niggas
and DJ now.
Yeah.
So who are they fed that bullshit by?
Ooh, these old niggas.
Exactly.
Old
These bitches.
niggas,
But now,
exactly.
you know what?
All
I
through the
understand
music,
that,
all
Nat.
through
You
the
know what?
TV
But I
shows.
mean, now, damn the women. They're
Okay,
gonna
okay.
do it because it's the only way. They're gonna do it. It's the only way they
Regardless.
can. Yeah, exactly. It's not. That'll never change.
Okay, that's fair.
So
You're right. The women gonna do it.
And
That's
then
the
now,
best
now you
interest.
got, you know
exactly.
what? I
Okay.
understand your point, Nab, because you know what I'm saying. Because technically, yeah, we don't want to take away God how he feels, yes, but we want to control. We want to give him information so he can control his actions.
Okay.
I
I
get
can
it.
agree
You're
with that.
right.
100%.
Yes, I
Yeah.
feel you.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. You have a right to be, but then after that, it's like the 7-step. Like you know when a person find out they about to die and they go through those different
Yeah.
steps.
Or
So they
the
want to
or
find out the main
what is
point,
it? Yeah.
acceptance.
The grief.
The man film supposed to teach these guys acceptance, and
I
then
got you.
afterwards, it's not the end of the world. Yes, you've
Fair
been
enough.
fucked over and all
Fair
that
enough.
shit, but it's not
But-
the end of the world.
But here's the thing.
Now that's information to share for you to start over, and you can have a bigger advantage over that. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing,
world
Mel.
is telling something
This-
that our daddy should have been teaching us. The world ain't fair. The world don't
Mel.
give a shit about us men. We
Wait,
have to be the
guys,
strongest breed. And
excuse me
everything.
1 second. You guys finished, and we have 2 new people on the panel. We have Sir Obadiahu. Did I say it correct?
That's fine.
Okay, and then we also have Wacky.
Hey,
Oh,
shout out to OG Wacky. What up?
Shout
What's
out,
going,
Wacky.
Wacky? Shalom.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
Peace.
But I just wanted to say real quick that it's unrealistic to expect that dudes are not going to have that rage. The simple truth is, I mean, when you look at society, you got people that whenever they have serious issues, either 2 things happen. They either break or some people shatter. So it's unrealistic to expect someone to not. It's unrealistic to expect a number of people to not shatter and then not have their rage.
Of course, yeah, definitely. You know, yeah, we expect you to do that. Our focus is also to the afterwards, because how long are you gonna have that rage for?
But that's what I'm
You have
saying.
the rest of your life for it. Okay.
People who shatter, there is no afterwards. That's my point.
Yeah.
That's why you have insane asylums.
Some rage will never be over.
Exactly.
And that's the
Facts.
problem. Then we got situations like Elliot Rodger going out on the shooting spree and shooting everybody.
Yeah.
And
Now,
I'm
we can
saying-
agree, yo. Nobody supports that.
Yeah,
and
and that's why I'm saying they have insane asylums for those people.
Or the guy from killing himself and stuff. That's why we got this space, the ministry.
The rancher mentality.
We're therapy and stuff. Now, yes. Each therapist.
To an extent, yo, he ain't lying. He
Might
ain't
be
lying.
true. Yeah.
Maybe, but the thing is, that's why you have insane asylums for people that shatter. That is the place for them to go. This ain't the place for them.
Exactly. It's not. Yeah.
But should this not be a first step? Like, listen, I know you about to lose it, but come talk to these brothers so you know you ain't alone.
Exactly.
And then if you decide to jump off the deep end after that, we'll read about it.
Now,
Yo.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Yak.
Let me add something. Okay. Oh, I mean, you probably hear me echo. I'm somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm somewhere hiding out and shit. Ain't doing shit. But,
nice. You good.
yeah. Sorry about
Go
that.
ahead, Wacky.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers working like a goddamn slave and shit. But anyway, right? But all right. So how did this? Yeah. How did this started with fasting? Because when I came on here, I just heard fasting and Smooth going at it, and fasting made some legitimate points about the history of the manosphere, right? But it seemed like he was going off topic. But what I want to know is, how did the conversation start?
He told Smooth he wasn't qualified to speak on the space because he wasn't here from the beginning when he got in, and he didn't know what he knew type shit.
Well,
like.
I mean,
that's baby back. That's baby back bullshit right there.
No, some people like what was saying is I was just giving back what Smooth said earlier. He was saying that he hasn't been in this space so long, and he was adding to a point. I was like, well, I'm trying, like, basically I came to a point where I'm like, I'm kind of giving a point because I've seen how the manosphere has transformed, but Smooth barely got here. So what Smooth was speaking of was basically
You tried to
from,
sun that nigga, man.
No,
Keep
it
it
wasn't
real, man.
He pulled
You
old
tried to
nigga
sun that
right
nigga, man.
Shut your ass up, nigga.
No, the truth is the truth.
Don't
What I
be
was
trying to
saying is,
conflate. Don't be say the truth, nigga.
Smooth. Now you're acting
Nah.
feminine.
Fuck out of here.
See?
Let me
Chill,
speak
chill,
to
chill,
Wacky.
chill.
Wacky asked a question. I'm trying to respond to Wacky. That's what I'm trying to do. So the whole thing
Okay,
is,
that's good.
I wasn't trying to. I mean, it's like I don't have to lie. I'm a man. I'm not trying to start. No, I don't get no trophy. I don't get paid for it. All I was just pointing out, because the truth is the truth. I was saying that Smooth, out of his own mouth, he said that he hasn't been in the ministry so long. So I would say, well, the reason why I'm adding the information that you probably didn't know is because I've seen how things were. That's how I was pointing out. But somehow it got triggered. I was like, well, you speaking on that particular point that we're speaking, I said, you speaking from hearsay. I was here. That's why I mentioned that. I'm like, some things you can't trace back.
I'm not speaking from hearsay. You see, this is what I'm saying.
Yo, but this is the thing.
Go ahead, Wacky.
Let me speak. Hold on. Let me speak. Okay, fasting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. You're wrong, because Smooth been one of my subscribers since the late 2000s. So he's been here for a long time. All right. He's been here for a long time. I mean, this guy could point out and still remember certain videos of mine that I made in 07, 08. So Smooth been here long enough to know certain things that happened. But my thing is, somebody made a great point saying that some people in here, I'm not saying you fasting, but I'm just stating in general, how people, want to hold some sort of rank because they feel that they've been in this space longer, so they want to hold rank. Let's not do that. As somebody who's probably been here longer than 80% or 90% of people in this space, I don't even pull no rank. I tell the history in order to let people to be aware of how certain things, or the origin of certain things in this space, and where certain things come from. We have to explain the history in order to enlighten people, not to try to hold rank. You know what I'm saying?
But Wacky, you know what you just said right there? Okay, so let's say we're talking about a topic on something that we were in there that you remember, right? But let's say we're speaking on something and we're giving the wrong information, and you come and say, "Hey guys, hold on. I remember when this. Do we have the right to turn and say, are you trying to son us because you're trying to make it seem like, because you see where I'm going with this? That's what I'm saying. I will respect you. Why? Because if I wasn't there and you give me information, it's up to me to take it to heart and do my research. But okay, I accept that I wasn't here, but I'm not gonna turn her. So it's like, I call it, it's like a double-edged sword. It's like at one moment you're gonna respect somebody that has knowledge, and then at the same time you say, well, are you trying to son me because you know more than me? It's like, okay, is there something wrong with someone giving an information that you don't know? Is that where we're coming to now?
No.
Hold on. The point that
Wacky would at some point.
My bad, Smooth. I'm gonna let you go right after this. The point that Wacky was making was the simple fact that Smooth has been a supporter of his for a long time. So if he's getting this information from him that has been here this whole time, how is he getting wrong? How is he putting that wrong information?
But Eisen, like Wacky even say that there are certain things he's not gonna remember. So like that's what I'm saying. Like we talk about information. So I'm saying I'm not gonna.
You never said that. Stop putting words in his mouth. Come on, man.
I say I don't know everything, right? So if I'm giving information on what I know, I'm for example, with you're a Bible person. So let's say there's a particular topic that I have no idea about, right? And Eisen say, okay, this is not what happened, right? I would take it to him like, okay, Eisen is an expert in this particular topic. It's up to me to do the homework. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is, by me just giving an information that I'm aware of, that was it Brother Smooth wasn't aware, he gets triggered. It's like I'm not here trying to get credit or trying to shun anybody.
Motherfucker, no, that's not it. I hate y'all niggas, man. Y'all just misconstrue every motherfucking thing. And that's the problem with y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is why we always have these fucking false representatives over here. And now let me calm down. All right? Let me use my soft nigga voice now. Y'all hear me? Let me use my soft nigga voice now.
Rage.
All right. Now this is my
I'll
problem.
say-
This is exactly why I'm triggered, right? Because first of all, do y'all notice that in all of this stuff, even though I corrected this nigga, he didn't even say, "Oh yeah, you're right, my bad, I was wrong with that." He went on into a long, drawn out, long-winded ass explanation and is trying to sun me about, "Oh yeah, well, you haven't been here long enough. How long have you been in this space?" And giving your example that you just named with the Bible shit, right? How the fuck, if you have been in the church for so long and you get an Adam and Eve story wrong, and I correct you on it, and I'm new to the church, but I know my shit because I researched my shit. You're gonna tell me, "Oh well, you've not been in this church for so long. How long have you been in Christianity? What do you know about this space?" I'm telling you, I'm talking from experience. That does not mean that you're free from being corrected if you make a fucking error. You came here you said that, "Oh, YouTube was here and people had videos about this and that, and then it became about how to get sex. And then later it became MRA shit." I'm like, no, that's not what it was. And then you go on, "How long have you been in the manosphere?" And this is the shit that all you niggas do all the time. Y'all want to start pulling rank about how long you've been in this space just because somebody corrected you. And then your egos are too fucking inflated to even say that, "You know what? You're right. My bad."
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? It's this young ass nigga with the coon hat on yesterday. He's 20 years old. He's been in this space for God knows how long. And the best thing he was able to get from this space is about how we are bashing women. You understand me? And then listening to all you niggas, I can't even blame the dude, man. Y'all giving false representatives of everything out here. It's bullshit, man.
Hey, and to nip that and nip it in the bud, damn it, those motherfuckers talking about, "Oh, you ain't been in this space that long or that space." Okay, well, let me hit y'all with this here. Well, to me, from what I've been told, this nigga ain't been in this space that damn long, and a lot of motherfuckers is putting this nigga on top of the pyramid, and that's
Who's that?
KS.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we know that.
It don't
I
matter.
thought
But
The funny thing about it, he's not even claiming that status. That's the whole
I thought
thing.
he was one of the people who started the manosphere.
what?
No.
No, Lord, no,
Hell
Lord.
no.
Lord.
You want the history? Go back to
Oh,
Soul
man.
Black and White, man.
Hell no.
Uh-oh.
Hell
Let
no.
me tell you something.
So who
Let me
started
tell you
it?
something. If this,
Go ahead,
yo,
Wacky.
I can't say
Go ahead,
that. I've been
Wacky.
in four and a half years, so I'll let them talk.
Who started the manosphere?
If this metrosexual Steve Urkel looking motherfucker came in this space in 2008, he would have been straight clowned. This motherfucker would have no room over it. See, this is why I know there's a big difference between my time and his time. See, the thing is with him, he's popular today because he's catering to all the thirsty niggas. Nah, he never started this shit. The people who started this space, as far as the so-called Black Manosphere, were, I'll say, online activists. For lack of a better word, because we looked at this as an activist movement online so we can connect with, like-minded people from all over the world to try to help solve the issues that Black males was facing as far as being mistreated systematically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So,
let me ask
and
you
I'm sorry to
this
get on a
question.
tangent, but
Oh, go ahead.
Kevin Samuels was not part of that. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't
All
hear
right,
you. Go ahead.
but who are the people then? Because I'm hearing
So
different
wait.
people. If it's not
Before
Kevin
Well,
Samuels.
the manosphere in general, talking about with the white manosphere, because remember, we separate with white, Black, Chinese. For my knowledge, for the Black manosphere who pioneered that was O'Shea, Angry Man. I hear Angry Man's story every night, how he talking about he don't get his props for being one of the pioneers for the Black
That's
manosphere.
2.0. That's 2.0, sir.
That's
Let
still
Wacky
2.0.
speak on it. He OG. Let him tell you.
that's still wrong. The only thing Angry
The
Man
top
did.
five. Give the top
Hold on,
five that started.
let me speak.
Let him
Let me
finish.
speak. I'm about to get off. Let me speak. The only thing Angry Man did was create a label for this space. That's the only thing he did. He created a label for space that existed long before he came onto YouTube. And he partially took that label because him, Obsidian, and O'Shea was a part of the mainstream manosphere.
Yeah.
And they split from the mainstream manosphere. So they came to this space and they just dubbed the name Black Manosphere and the rest of the space just agreed on it. Nah, the people that originally started this space. Okay, I got a video on my channel called "The History of the Black Manosphere." I got 4 parts to it. Listen specifically to part 1. It's called "The History of the Black Manosphere."
And what's the name of your channel, bro?
Yeah,
The
can you
Wacky.
please drop the link, Wacky, so people.
Yeah, send the link. Yeah, I want
Yeah. Well,
Somebody's gonna do it for you. Don't worry, bro.
Yeah. Somebody put the link. You know, I'm in this jam.
Please
I
send the
got
link,
you, Wacky.
please.
Hold on, I got
That's
you.
what we have.
Yeah. All right, thanks. Good looking out. But I'm gonna name some names. It was myself. It was a man by the name of Solon Black, Sergeant Willie Pete, Thugtician, Mike V from the Black Brain Trust.
Mm-hmm.
It was who else? It was two ladies. You know, which is ironic because people say that females should not come into the space when it was females who helped create this space. One lady by the name of Statuesque One, another lady by the name of Humble Servant. So, but yeah, am I correct? Humble Servant?
Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah,
You're very
Humble
correct.
Servant.
Yeah.
I said Thugtician, Captain Solo, Covina Man. Oh, Mr. Research. He was one of the creators
Mr.
of this
Research.
space. It was a lot of people. It was listen. It's so many names that I don't even have
It's a
time.
lot of them.
Go ahead, Mel.
You know what's so weird? Because I've been hearing this whole time is Kevin Samuels, O'Shea, and Angry Man. They're like those are the
Bullshit.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Do you know why? Let me say this. Hold on fast and let me say this. Because you got a bunch of bitch ass niggas on here who want to rewrite history. You know what I'm saying? And y'all ain't gonna do that as long as I'm alive. As long as I'm alive and breathing, no one's gonna rewrite history and claim that they created space when they came on this motherfucker in 2015, 2016. This space been around since 2007. You get what I'm saying?
Wow.
Angry Man and O'Shea, they've been
never
around.
claimed that title either. He never claimed to be creative black man for nothing.
That's what I was going to say.
Again?
No, I was going to say that too. Yeah, he never claimed. Kevin Samuels never claimed to be. I was following Kevin 3 years.
But you know what though? But you know what though? The thing is, there's other people that continue that lie. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Like
I'm just
BGS.
attacking the lie. Okay, if they never. You know what? I take that back. Angry Man never claimed it.
Started it too.
Yeah.
What about
Obsidian is the one that mostly praise him like that. And he's one of the ones that keep.
Yeah, Obsidian.
And Kevin don't want to claim that. Hey, he just want to spread.
The Oblivion.
Yeah. But let me tell you, Obsidian keep promoting that lie that he not. Angry Man just created the title. You know, I give him that credit. He created the title because prior to that, this space never really had a title. We just called it Black YouTube. And Angry Man came in and created the title. But this space always existed before the label Black Manosphere existed. You know, Kevin Samuels but just been here for like a good 3 or 4 years at most.
Is it true? Brownsburg said that Kevin Samuels just drew in people to the Manosphere. So is it because of him that we got
that's facts, Melody.
That's true.
That's facts.
He took it mainstream.
Yeah, I mean, thanks to like World Star Hip Hop and everything, and then we saw a show how he was able to speak to these females unapologetically. You know, the reality truth that some of us speaking also too, but he did in a way that I'm not gonna apologize and shit like that for real. This is the reality truth. You want this type of class man, and you not qualified to get it. And stuff. What's wrong with the other type of man? The belt with that. And that's what really drew a lot of people to him. Like, hey,
yeah, he just worded.
Y'all have a good day, man. I'm at
Hey, hold on. I got a question for Wack. I got a question for Wacky, yo.
He's at work.
So real quick, so you talked about Angry Man came up with the title. Would that have anything to do with, you know what I'm saying, the conflict between him and O'Shea? Because O'Shea created the Negro Manosphere website to where he's been bubbling off of that shit. But then it's like, because they was the two that I first seen that kind of, I don't know if you could speak to that or you could.
Okay, but based on my observation, that they got a love-hate relationship. All right, one day they get along, the next day they don't. Next day they get along, right? But based on what Angry Man spoke about was that there was a time that Kevin Samuels made a video saying how O'Shea Duke Jackson is a genius, and Angry Man didn't take that well because he felt that what he supposedly contributed to the space is not being acknowledged or it's not being appreciated. So he had a problem with that. So, but Damn, he said, nah, but him creating Angry Man creating the title had called Black Manosphere. It had nothing to do with O'Shea's website called Negro Manosphere and creating that title. Nah.
Okay.
His situation had something.
By you saying that, Wacky, I can see why.
Exactly. You see the disconnect? Yeah.
And stuff. He's only speaking about how O'Shea technically changed his platform,
right,
to boost his, his popularity in that way. And I do notice, like Angry Man, I don't really see him changing it that much, too much like that. Like he never adjusted.
Oh,
hey,
right.
Brother,
Hey,
whenever you get a chance,
Yo,
listen to.
I only got a few minutes.
Yeah, I know.
No, I just wanted
ahead,
to let the brother Wacky, when you get a chance, probably if you hear what I was speaking earlier before you came in, basically, like everything you were saying here, that's what I was trying to use a way to basically mention how you were saying how information get misconstrued, because there is nothing. I use the term a government established, so that way things cannot, like misinformation cannot go so fast, but by the time you catch up to it, it's kind of too late. Like you said, like having this misinformation or rumors where the people who actually have the information, they'll be like, wait, that's not what happened. And by the time you try to correct it, it already spread. So
you didn't try to correct it, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Stop interrupting me. I'm talking to an individual here right now. Be respectful. Be a man. Basically, what I was saying is, I agree with you on what you were saying earlier, that you probably have more to say to it. Like, I know you don't have time, but I'm like, that's what I was saying. The whole topic was we need to have some quote unquote organization that can basically monitor these kind of things. That way, we don't have what we always have. You see what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? At one point, a brother by the name of Soul and Black, right?
Yeah.
He tried to do that in 2009. He tried to set up something called the BMCC, the Black Male Collective Consciousness, where every black male in this space can organize together and have some sort of structure. Well, guess what? He was very popular in this space at that time, and a lot of people was jealous of him. So basically what I'm saying is that that's true fasting, but the thing is with a lot of these Negroes over here, that they come with their own agenda.
Yes,
they come in, they wanna capitalize, they wanna have all the fame, and they don't wanna. Negroes on here are not serious about organizing together and working together. It's a good idea, but most of these niggas on here don't want that shit. They come here with their own personal agenda.
Yes,
but
I agree with that.
And Wacky, y'all have a good day, man. I gotta be at it.
All right,
Go ahead,
shalom,
Wacky. I just wanted to say though, why he can hear it.
They get Wacky, man.
I think the reason why Wacky got so much respect is the simple fact that he doesn't, because he's been here so long, he doesn't come in and try and treat the younger brothers like they don't have anything off, and I know that's appreciated. So,
if he does that, I'm subscribing off top.
Yeah, he's got a great channel, man. I mean, he tell you about the history of the Manosphere, and I've been watching him since 2012, and I've seen the inception since way back then when I was following Sergeant Willie P when I had a different channel name. This is technically my second channel, so everything he said is very accurate. You know, a lot of times you got dudes from 2.0, they just don't give us credit. We was ahead of our time, like you see in 3.0 with the Black Brain Trust. They have that 1.0 mindset, and you see a lot of divisions. A lot of brothers just hate intellectualism and knowledge and economics. That's the same fight we was fighting back then.
I think cats just need to just stop, man, like thinking, okay, I'm on top of the pyramid. Everybody come to me for all knowledge. Right. Damn what this cat talking or whatever. Bob, I just lose that attitude, man, and just you know what I mean? Hell, if a brother like, that's been in space, I don't care if you've been in it like 20 years, you know what I mean? And you can make mistakes, you know what I mean? And opinions are going to change, you know what I mean? Certain opinions are going to change. So therefore, with that in mind, I look at this person also golden, like as if everything that spits out of their mouth is gold. No, there's shit that I disagree with GC with, you know what I mean? GC and a lot of other cats, you know what I mean? But there's still great chunks of info that still keeps me locked in with you, as long as you don't switch up or flip flop and all that. I'm gonna stay subscribed. But if you flip flop and I see some blue pill tendencies seeping out, and you too prideful to make those necessary corrections, especially when other brothers too are trying to correct you and see that, but you too prideful to see it. Oh, I'm unsubscribing off top because
Yeah.
I ain't got time for that, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
why I only listen to a selected few of cats. And
Same here.
you
Same
know what I
here.
mean? And these cats, like, it caused me to spread my, open my horizons to other brothers. You know what I mean? That was in the space that came in after those brothers, and
And
so
Good for
sir,
you. Good for
Sir
you.
Obadiah. Before you go, I want to leave you with this. New wanted me to remind you about a wise OG too. So
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear y'all say that, man, because that's what I was getting at earlier when I talked about, okay, you've been in the space longer, but that doesn't mean that you're more knowledgeable than somebody else that can come in and have a different perspective, you know what I'm saying? Or be more intellectually inclined, you know what I'm saying? Or even let's bring it to O'Shea mentioned this since we're talking about him, 2.0, how 3.0 and cats is coming in. And from a technical aspect, if you just on some, I'm gonna hide behind an avatar, I'm gonna talk on a mic, you ain't got no production skills, you ain't got no video editing skills, you don't know nothing about any of this shit that goes on to really make a YouTube channel pop, right? These niggas are going to beat you. Like, so let's talk about, like, if their presentation is better, their content is better, and they can sell it or articulate it better than what you've been doing. Okay, yeah, you've been here for 10 years, but you've been using the same model. Now new cats is coming in. They know how to use the technology. They doing this shit from their phone, from their laptops, from their iPads. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you got to be able to embrace all of that, man. My biggest thing
But
is the message.
yeah,
But
I'll tell you this. The reason people have small channels, we speak a certain truth that a select few hear. And the
agreed.
reason being here's the reason. The reason they have big channels is the topic matter. If you're talking about women, you're gonna make bank. No matter what it is or whatever. Yeah, he can be smart enough to I'll give them their credit, but what, like Solon Black said this, what are you going to do in a year if you're going to have something positive, or for us males, like fight for rights or whatever, and he told him you got 1 year. He was talking about that specifically 2.0. And when he said that on his channel and I subscribed to him, I was like, wow, okay. And then it's just kind of like we need to move forward instead of circular arguments. That's why I always be on the Black Brain Trust, and they tell me, look, this is where we going forward. Let's put our knowledge together and help the younger brothers. And one thing I like about Psycho Candy, he was brave for what he said in that live stream. And me and Wacky talked to him last night on the live stream, right? And we told him embrace the space, learn what you can learn. This is a young brother. He been listening to Wacky since 2011, or the space 2011. What y'all listened to. And he was young back then. Now he's 21. And I mean, the stuff he done seen is wild, but Naf and you dudes, y'all do what's best for you. You know what I mean? You don't have to listen to certain brothers that have certain knowledge, but we can agree to disagree as men. We can share knowledge, help each other out on the side, and that's it. But at this point, we can't let someone spew the wrong rhetoric, because sometimes people get it wrong. You just need to know the history a little bit, and then this is how it started. But the key thing is we just got to move forward. Instead of the circular talking points from older individuals like Sergeant Willie Peak we shouldn't use, or Tommy, have some new ones. Like say what's our standard? At this point.
Because the
But
more
that's all
you
I got to say.
incorporate,
Yeah.
because the more you
Go ahead, Ray.
incorporate within yourself, the more awesome you'll be.
Yeah, exactly.
hey, you want to hear the good news, guys? 5 years from now, you're gonna have, we all gonna have the same conversation with the new cats, and guess what? When you guys gonna try to give them the information, you know what they're gonna tell you? Why are you sonning me, man? Just wait. Your time
Exactly,
is
Pastor.
coming.
Yeah.
Your time is coming. Just wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let me ask this: do you think that it's possible to be able to pick up and learn the information without necessarily having to know the history? Like, because I disagree with that. Like, but
I mean, knowledge is knowledge, but it's always smart to know where the source is from. Knowledge is knowledge. It's like, how do I do this, right? How do I become the best salesman?
Right.
Like someone will give you a tip, but then you gotta know, okay, why do I have to do this? Who came up with it, right? I mean, it's up to you. You don't have to,
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, but that should be left up to the individual because, like, you can go down one path and somebody can be like, "Oh, like we just was discussing this." Well, Angry Man started the channel, or O'Shea started it, and it's like, yo, this has nothing to do with the overall manosphere as a collective and the history of the space, right? To be able to track, but then it's like, but if you have people who are actually like Zero MOT talking about, listen, get your stuff together. Here's the current climate that we're in right now. We don't need to go back to 1987 or 1967 or any of that. This is where we at right now. You know what
Exactly
I'm saying?
now. Yeah.
What
And
if
you
you
said that plenty of times. Like, you know, we never gonna go back to the old ways.
Yeah, all right, man.
Go ahead.
I get you.
I'm gonna read this real
Jones,
quick.
shut up.
Oh.
Hold on one second. Naima Buckner. She says, "Hey, love bug. Thanks for the
Naima
cash
in
app.
here? That's my boo.
Yeah,
Where's she
thanks
at?
for the cash app. Beautiful. I
What she
appreciate
cook?
it.
She be cooking, yo.
Oh my god, her chicken looks delicious. The
Bro.
fried chicken.
Y'all need to come. As matter of fact, hey yo, I need y'all to come down to DC. Come see Naima, so I
Hey,
can
but
come
not only,
meet up
but
with
y'all
y'all.
gotta admit, not only her chicken, she got a nice body too. Y'all already
Yeah,
know.
hell yeah. We gonna eat that chicken and that rice.
Oh, nice body and she can cook. Okay.
We gonna eat that
And she
chicken
cute.
and that rice.
right.
Whoa, chill.
But look, so guys, listen. So, Game Changer is starting a movie night now. So why don't you guys meet Game Changer over there?
Oh, hell yeah, that's ASAP. I'm going over there.
Yeah, meet
I
him
don't
over there. It's cool, guys. We have a lot of fun.
I've seen
Yeah.
that movie too many times.
I don't see it.
Lean on me.
Hit the link, and what we do is we break down the movies in a red pill way. That's what we do. So,
Nice.
With Morgan Freeman, for those who don't know.
yeah, just come over. We'll have fun. Like, trust me. But I'm about to shut it down. Thank you so much. I learned
Thanks,
a lot
Melody.
about the Manosphere today.
Appreciate it, Melody.
Thank you.
I appreciate you,
Welcome.
Melody. Salute, beautiful.
Peace.
Thank you so much. Peace.
Sunning is life.
Peace.
Right, bye.
All right.
Everyone, see you later.
Bye.
Yep. Bye.